They called it the Interstellar Athletic Convergence, the greatest test of physical perfection the galaxy had ever seen. On the gleaming stadium grounds of Zelv R Prime, species from 47 star systems gathered. They came to prove their dominance not through war, but through raw strength, speed, and endurance. Entire civilizations had trained for this moment. They used genetic optimization, grew gravity-forged muscles, and refined centuries-old warrior traditions into sport. The crowd roared as the alien athletes marched in. They were the Craxi 3 meters tall, their muscles braided with bioceramic fibers, trained for this since birth. The Volari sprinters, evolved on a high-gravity superworld, could outrun ground vehicles. The Threx Collective had even simulated every possible outcome through their predictive hive minds. For them, victory wasn't just likely, it was inevitable, and then the humans arrived. There was no fanfare, no war chants, no genetic banners, just one human, middle-aged, a little bald on top. He wore gray athletic shorts, a faded Earth t-shirt, and a pair of sneakers that had clearly seen better days. The announcer hesitated, looking at his datapad. Representing Earth designation? Gym teacher. A ripple of laughter went through the massive stadium. Alien delegates exchanged amused glances. Is this some kind of a joke? A Craxi champion rumbled. Perhaps it's a morale exercise, a Volari official replied, trying to be diplomatic. The humans must be mocking us, hissed a Threx analyst. The human just waved awkwardly to the crowd. Name's Mr. Harris, he said into the microphone. I teach physical education, and, I coach dodgeball. The first event was the strength evaluation. A gravitic lift, calibrated to crush unreinforced skeletons, rose from the platform. The Craxi champion stepped forward, muscles flexing like living armor. With a deafening roar, he lifted the weight. The crowd exploded in applause. Then it was Mr. Harris's turn. The officials nervously double-checked the settings, certain this fragile human would be injured. Mr. Harris just squinted at the machine. Is this all of it? He asked. Before anyone could respond, he bent down, lifted the entire gravitic mass and then casually adjusted his grip. Oh, hang on, bad posture, he muttered to himself. He lifted it again, clean, controlled, not a hint of strain. Silence. The Craxi champion just stared, his jaw hanging open in disbelief. Next up, speed and agility. The Volari sprinters became blurs across the track, breaking sound barriers and shattering records. The audience screamed in awe. Mr. Harris did a few quick calf stretches. All right, he said. I used to make my students do this for warm-ups. The signal sounded. He didn't sprint, he just jogged, and somehow, he kept pace. When obstacles appeared, he vaulted them with practiced efficiency, ducked under barriers without slowing, and finished only milliseconds behind the Volari champion. Panting, Mr. Harris leaned on his knees. Man, he laughed, I am really out of shape. The Volari sprinter, in a state of shock, simply collapsed. Finally, the endurance trial began. It was a multi-hour circuit designed to exhaust even the most extreme species. One by one, alien athletes dropped out overheated, muscle fibers shredded, their neural pathways shutting down from fatigue. But Mr. Harris just kept going, lap after lap. When an official asked how he was still moving, he just shrugged. Field day, 6 classes back-to-back, no breaks. Hours later, only one competitor remained standing. The human gym teacher. The stadium was eerily silent. The Galactic Council demanded answers. How, they asked, did a simple civilian outperform warriors who were literally engineered for sport? Mr. Harris wiped the sweat from his brow. Oh, this, he said, gesturing to the arena. This isn't training. The aliens leaned in, hanging on his every word. This is just normal human baseline fitness. You should see the kids who actually like exercise. A wave of shock rippled across the stands. A Threx mind collapsed into a recursive panic loop. The Craxi officially withdrew from all future competitions. Several species quietly canceled their invasion plans for the Sol system. As Mr. Harris prepared to leave, an official stopped him one last time. "Human, why do you teach your children these skills?" He smiled. "So they don't grow up soft," he said. "Also, it's in the curriculum." That day, the galaxy learned a terrifying new truth. Humans don't send their best athletes to compete. They send their gym teachers. And if this was just a casual effort, no one wanted to see what happened when humans actually tried.